Hello everyone and welcome back to Stormworks. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what I usually do. Today we're going to be doing the build series. Now I know some of you guys have requested this and it's been on my mind, so I decided, hey, why not, let's try it. So we're going to try and do that today. I know it's completely different from the format of my other videos, but I think it should be interesting and I think we're going to have some fun. So let's go ahead and get into the workbench. Now today we're going to be building a patrol boat. So first thing we're going to do in this episode is we're going to be building the hull of the patrol boat. So what we need to do first off is we need to get our X-plane on, and we're gonna decide just how wide we want this patrol boat to be. Now it's going to be a pretty big boat, so I'm thinking around 15 blocks on each side, for a total of around 30 blocks wide. Now I might go a little bit wider, 5 blocks wider maybe. It might be a little bit too wide because this is a patrol boat, so let's actually just keep it on the 16 blocks wide. So we're gonna keep it something like that, and then we are going to go, it's gonna be a decently long boat, so I'd say let's actually use the Z plane here to make this one. Alright, so I think we're going to be about, I'd say 30, 40, 60, yeah. So let's do around 80 blocks long. Now, that actually seems a little bit wide for the length, so I'm going to have to actually make it a little bit longer. So let's go around about there. So it's not bad for the original hull. Now let's go ahead and fill the floor in. So this is going to be the bottom floor of the patrol ship. So I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and fill these holes in. Alright, so here we go. We've got our main little bottom flat square. No, this is rectangle. Well, okay, let's go ahead and turn X back on, and let's begin the shaping of the nose of the ship. Now the nose of the ship, I want it to be a little bit random in some ways, but also round. So what I'm thinking of doing is just doing a little simple hole, kind of like that, where we have the main 3 or 4 here, and then we fill it in, fill that in, and then we're going to go up every other level, so do another 4 here, so every 2, and then we go down to 3 like that. So now we've got that going, so let's go ahead and build the nose of the ship. So we need about around that much, so it looks like it's going to be a decently long ship. So in fact, I think what we should do is we should keep on going with a 3. Every time we go down a step, we should go down one more longer. So for every 4, we go down to a 3, and then so on and so on. Alright, so I think I'm going to go for a 2 now. So we're going to have 4 2s. Alright. All the way across. And as you can see, it's already starting to get that nice point, that bell-shaped curve for the front half. So let's go add another 2. Looking pretty good. I think this is going to be a good patrol ship. Now, one of the things I think I'm going to add to this thing is a simple little hose in the front, so that way whenever we're called to do fire missions, we can go ahead and hurry to that place. Now this seems a little bit rough here on it just going in, so I think we're gonna edge that out a little bit more. Don't need that there. So it looks interesting. So alright, so yeah, that should be good. Now all we need to do is take our inverse pyramids, which I think we're going to use some of the better blocks, which is the inverse pyramid 1x2. Now I believe we're going to use this one for the boat. So we're going to have quite the pointy hole, but also it's going to be pretty deep. So I'd have to say around that would be good. So we have a much bigger hole here. That way we sit lower down in the water and we have more flotation. So we're going to go ahead and, no, we need to have that back. Let's go ahead and start building the next one. We can go all the way up to here and go one out. And we're going to go again up there. And we are going to do it once more right there. Now we're going to do it for the rest of this front half. Alright guys, I've got the front half sort of done. All I gotta do is fill in some of these holes, and I think it's looking pretty sharp. So I think all we need to do next is start to round off the bottom half of the ship. That way we have it kind of rounded instead of just flat here in the bottom. As for the back, I don't know. We might add something for it. But for the most part, the back of patrol ships are just flat, so I think I'll round it off just a little bit, but not much. So what I need to do now is kind of round it off a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and start rounding it off. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of that. Go back here, get rid of that. And then we need to get rid of this and that. So that way we can take our wedges here and we can put them there and bring them across, and then we can get rid of this one underneath here and delete that, delete this. Then we can add wedges underneath this to add even more of a round surface at the very bottom, so it fades in instead of just having the boat like this and then just fade down. So we're going to go in. I think that's actually good right there. I think that's all we need. So now all we need to do is just fill in these with wedges so that this front half weighs as little as possible. Alright, so I filled in the front half of the ship. Now, you see how this is kind of like flat up here? So one way to fix this is to add in more of a type of lip to the ship. And we're going to do this by adding in these pyramids here. Now, this is going to make the front half of the boat look a little bit more rigid instead of flat. Now, it's pretty important to do this in my opinion, because if you don't do this, you're going to have just a flat deck, and you don't really want that. So this is what we're going to do right here. So we're going to add in all these pyramids here. Alright, so now that we've got all these pyramids, you're probably wondering why this is filling in. So what we're going to need now is to just fill in these holes with inverse pyramids, because now we're going to just fill in these holes with inverse pyramids to add a little bit more depth and to fill in. Alright guys, I have filled in the lip of the ship, and now we're just going to put this wedge here to finish off the top lip. There we go. Now this is the very beginning of our patrol boat. It's very simple, just a very straightforward design, but in this design it's also very complex, because the way the hull is shaped is going to be able to let us soar through the waters at high speeds. That way we can get to any emergency places we need to. So let's go ahead and fill in the deck here. Alright, so let's go ahead and fill in the walls of the ship. Let's go ahead. It's gonna be decently big. Very big actually. Alright, so then we need to come up here and get rid of all the excess. Alright, so this is the main basic little hole we've got going on here. Now, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give it a simple little round edge here at the very end. Not too advanced, just something to keep it a little round, but not just completely flat at the very end. So, go ahead and add this here, and then we're going to go up one, gonna add that in, and then we're gonna go up one, and we're going to go up another one, and then that's gonna be it. This is just the basic simple little design I've got going on here. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we're going to need a inverse pyramid here, line it up like that, put a pyramid there, and then we finish up the wall. And now all we gotta do is add wedges on top of these pyramids, right about there and here, and then we just gotta fill in the very back of the ship. Alright, and there we go. We've got the simple structure of our patrol boat. Pretty interesting. So now all I gotta do is add in this wedge along here to the side. This wedge is gonna hold our deck. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and add in a pyramid here and here. Get an inverse pyramid here so it looks good. And then we're just gonna finish off the back end with this wedge. Alright. Let's go ahead and fill in the ship. Pretty laggy. Alright, let's go right to there. Now we've got to fill in the rest of the ship. And then we'll spawn her, put her in the water, and I think that's about it for this first episode of building. Alright, here we go. Add that up there and there. And we're just gonna go ahead and finish this off. Alright guys, there it is. This is our main structure for our boat. It's pretty sleek, pretty good design. All we need to do is fill in this last little thing and we'll be able to spawn it into the world. Now, I think I'm going to give it a little bit of paint first before we spawn it. And because this is the top deck up here, I think around the middle of the boat we're going to add I think the bottom half of our boat's going to be red, and then we're going to have a little bit of orange. So let's go ahead and add in a black separation marker. Oh, that is not right. We need a brush, and we're going to go right up here, and we are going to paint all around the ship so that we can just paint drop. Alright. Alright guys, I've got the black line. Now all we gotta do is add in the plain fill. Let's do like a darker orange here. Now let's just fill in the rest of this boat. Now I don't know why it does that weird glitch, but hey, it's fine. I'll fix that later. So let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this. The sides are orange, and as for the very bottom of the ship, it's going to be black. Alright, there we go. And then the top half, we're going to have something a little bit darker red. See how that looks. Oh, there we go. Hey, it fixed. Oh, nope. We still got some things I've got through. That's fine. We'll fix it later. Alright, so I think this is the basic color scheme. I'm going to have to get rid of that little blending black line. But, actually no, that can probably stay in. And then I want to add something kind of like a little bit of a stripe through here. That is not what I meant to do. Alright, let's go ahead and add like a little bit of a stripe through here. Not the greatest looking stripe, but all I gotta do to fix it up is just take our red and do this. Simple as that. And then we need to take our black. Then we need to take our darker orange and just kind of do that. Now, what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a little bit larger, and I'm going to have to paint this actually. But for now, this is just a simple little prototype that we're going to have, and it's just going to look like that. Now, that actually looks pretty bad, but hey, we'll fix it in post. Alright, let's go ahead and spawn it and see what it looks like. And here she is. And that stripe does not look good at all. But hey, look at this. Now it's a little bit front heavy, and I should probably add in a little bit of a, I don't know, ladder to the side. Come on, and there we go. Alright. Got a decent bit of walk room. It seems to be pretty stable. So, we'll see how this works. Seems like it's raining a little bit. But hey, it's fine. So it looks like it's dipping down a little bit farther into the front half of the ship. So I'm probably going to have to add in a little bit of a weight in the back end. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed building. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build. Now, this is going to be a series until this patrol boat's done. If you guys have any ideas on the colors, if you think that I should change them, go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below. But if you guys want more of this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like and share with your friends. That way I know you guys want more content like this. And yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been the Patrol Boat series, and I'll see you later. God bless.